Hi, and welcome all. High or low, butcher, baker, tall or small. I am Grimnir, and this is the Grimnir Gate. Playing Lord of the Rings Online, Episode 4. We're gonna try and finish 4 new quests in the Prologue of the Dwarves. At the behest of Unnhar, the missing guard, beyond the cave-in, and Durin's bad day. And I'm gonna tell you about my big plan for the epic play, the dual boxing. But I'm supposed to meet Nergrim here. And Nirgrim. No, yeah, haven't seen him. I'm gonna look for them and tell you about the plan. These are the rules. I'm only focusing on the epic quest line. No other quests unless they are needed to stay on level. I'm only using quest reward gear or bought gear from standard traders, or maybe, if I have the energy, crafted gear of my own. With the deeds and the quest for virtues, I'm gonna do them, but I will use the Stone of the Tortois, not to gain too much XP. And of course, the most important thing, I will enjoy the ride through this amazing atmospheric landscape of Lotro. Let's see now, where have the two boys, my boys, where have you gone? Last time I saw them was Friday in the... they might be in the inn still, but that's a bit worrying if they're still in the inn. I thought I heard them talk about getting in shape, doing some physical exercise, building muscles, and they might need it after... No, that was not them. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I think I can hear them now. They must be here. Alright, nice. But what are they up to? Is this their physical training? Oh my god, they stink like a brewery still from the Friday night. Doesn't seem to be much exercise going on here. I wonder if they have seen me. Well, might have to call their attention. We're supposed to start our Guys, is this exercise? Yeah, okay. Hi. Yeah, now I can see. That's the way. All right. Building some. Yep. Okay. I understand. Yeah, okay. Yeah. You're in good shape. I get it. But we're supposed to get started now, guys. You know that one, right? Okay. So we'll meet up outside whenever. Yeah, that's the way. Okay. My plan now is to go through the trait tree for each of these two dwarfs, Nirgrim and Nergrim, and explain a bit about that and virtues. So here we have the Cappy tree. We got blue, red, and yellow. The blue one, as it says, heals allies and dealing melee damage. You get a special skill in that tree, Valiant Strike, and you can see that the more ranks you have, the more special skills you get. And this is a focus on healing, I would say, and some damage. The red one, Redded Blade, Shadow's Lament, grants a Battle Ready. Battle Ready is the captain's good skill that you can do some follow-ups with and increase damage or mitigations and crit chance. Cutting Edge, you can deal critical damage additional. And this is the skill Shadow's Lament that you get in this red trait tree. And we have like Lacerate, more bleed on your bleed skills, Relentless Attack, Blessing of the Blade, and the last one, when you have like 35 ranks, Master of War, stacking crit buffs to the Fellowship, and both for the melee and the ranged. So I'm gonna go with this one probably, just for the simplicity of it. And then you have the Leader of Men. You can defend allies by wielding two-handed weapons, so you can block with a two-hander. Last stand, a must-have for a captain, I would say, in a group. And then you have some defensive buffs for you and the Fellowship, like Shield of Dunedain, and other stuff that gives the captain nice defensive buffs. And then we have the virtues. The way you use them is you get experience for the deeds you can do in each region. It's like Slayer deeds, Explorer deeds, and other stuff. And then you choose virtues, of course, according to what you most need with that class. And in Captain, I would start with Loyalty for the morale. And here you can see in the quest log for each character you have both classed quests, and some of them is old stuff connected to using your skills. Nowadays we all get trait points according to level, so 98 is max at level 140. And then you have these regional deeds, Eriador, with all these places from Breland to where we are now, Ered Luin. And when you do some of the deeds here, like places of the Dwarves, you get experience. You can see the 2000 virtue. So if you have ticked Loyalty, that's the one you earn. You need 1000 for the first level. Then you will get that one when you do this exploration deed. And you will have several like Slayer exploration and other deeds in each region that will give you virtue experience. Earlier, in the early days, you actually had to focus on exactly killing one kind, and that was tied to a special virtue. Now you just get virtue XP, but be careful to have one virtue ticked, the one you want to earn the XP with, and then you can put them up there. So Captain Nirgrim will go for the red tree, and I've got 2 more points to spend. Not much to think of. Don't tell him, but he's still a little bit of the second fiddle, since I'm looking to play the hunter a little more, but I will also switch it up a bit. So we should go now. Morale is always good, since he will heal and buff and maybe tank when it's needed. This I can wait with, nice with plus in melee damage. But we will go for more in the red line, I believe. Yeah, react to battle. So it's nice to get that rousing cry as the points, as we collect points, but now in the beginning I will do this and focus on damage dealing. Since we are 2 dwarves, it won't be as important. Well, the gear is crappy in the start, not much to just use the things we got. And the epic quests shouldn't be like a big problem. It's more for the ride. We'll get better gear later on when we need it. But as I said, only quest rewards or standard traders. We got a lot, like 50 silvers now, so we will have to collect some more. Alright, looking at the hunter, Nirgrim. Blue line, mobile harassing mid-range. So get Barrage and Scourging Blow. That's the special skills for filling up the blue tree. And you get stuff that speeds you up, and you can heal yourself and get more morale. Easy to shoot on the run, and you have some stacking and shooting at the enemy. Stationary long range hunter, the red tree. Great damage. This is the one most people pick, especially if they want to be in groups or raids and stuff, because this is one of the top DPS classes. So most of these skills is about getting more damage done, both for you and like opening up stuff for the fellowship. And the same here, you have to fill up 35 ranks in a skill tree to max out the bonus effects that you can get, like 7 bonus effects here in this red tree. And that one is a good hidden stalker, so you start off hidden and get 50% more crit chance, crit damage maybe. So the yellow one, traps, decoys, a little bit of CC, crowd control, and AoE. And you can see that the skill that you get in this tree is Lingering Wound, which is increasing the bleed on your damage. And I'm a bit curious to use a bit of this in this tree, because I haven't been that I haven't been overthinking my hunter I have when it's maxed out. This one is good, pure purge poison for the whole fellowship. So traps, bleeds, and the pinning shot in the red tree that will give you root the enemy for 5 seconds. So we go with the red tree, same as the captain, a bit boring, but I will pick a few in the yellow, I think, just to try it out and experiment with. I liked that tripwire I used last episode. Fast draw, of course, bow inductions, important stuff. You get faster shooting. So we start with faster shooting, more crit damage, and a couple of a point at least in the trap tree until we get more points. And worth to repeat, the only way to get points nowadays, there's no special quests or anything, you just level, and everyone that reach level 140 will have 98 points to spend in this tree. So some stuff is a bit dumbed down, some would say, in the game nowadays, but it's not rocket science to put these points out and experiment with it. But again, be careful that you have ticked one of the virtues that you want when you earn XP. As I said, I'm not gonna focus on this in these episodes, but maybe if I want to get some of the points in virtues, I'm gonna go for it in between, or like a very fast episode to show where you can get the XP from, like the deeds. But now I think we are ready to start, guys. Boys, you ready?
Might you lend me an ear?
Okay, so Unnhar has been looking for us for an hour and is already in a bad mood, because a guard has abandoned his post. Alright, we have to help him out, Captain. Oh, they want him to do the same thing. Interesting. Double dual boxing quests. So, follow on the hunter. And maybe here we have the map, so we can see Freyr's Court. That's where guard captain, the angry guard captain Unnhar awaits us. We're gonna get back to the boar back, because we're lazy dwarves. We like fighting but not running around. We need our boars. So ever on and on we go in the dual boxing Dwarves Incorporated. Let's see what the Unnhar has to say about this. It's probably gonna sound a bit moody, I think. Alright.
It is an insult.
Okay. It is an insult.
Hear me out, traveler.
Alright. One of the armors has been left unguarded. Wither has been a stalwart and depending guard until now. Now we have to talk to him. He's not there. You can see that this is still the prologue. Okay.
What is the meaning of this? Hear me
Talk to
out,
Vitar.
traveler.
Alright. You can see on the map where he is. I'm gonna let Captain Nirgrim lead for once. He's also always ever on and on. Alright, so we're supposed to go up there where Vitar is to be found. Let's see. Yeah, we've been here before when it was full of foul Dourhands. It's been too long without a fight. I'm gonna try it out on this little poor cat, the lynx. Check it out. Putting the hunter in position and sending forth my companion, the herald. And he takes the aggro and a couple of arrows. So then we're done. So this is the way to do it, to work my dual boxing dwarfs. If you understand what I mean, the battle is on. Come on, Captain Nirgrim at point. Let's go and talk to the missing guard. What is that? Is that a goblin? Okay, goblins in Thorins Hall. That's not okay. Right. I'm gonna giving a battle shout. It's quite the range on this skill. Ooh, new deed, Goblin Slayer. That's one of the deeds. When we fill it up, we will get 2000 virtue points. At these lower levels, you don't have to kill as many. It might be like 30 for the first level and 60 for the second. So my recommendation is to really max out the Slayer deeds in the beginning, since it's easy to get that many kills. Later on it's like more like 80 or 100, and the second level could be like 120 or 180. But as I said, Stone of the Tortoise, no XP if I'm going to do any of the virtue deeds. Let's see now. Yep. Not here. Alright. Let's look further in and enjoy the dwarven architecture. Oh, here he is. Vitter, you're not looking good, are you?
I am beset by misery.
Yeah, really. My head. Someone must have clubbed me and dragged me inside while he robbed the arming cave bare. This is terrible. Indeed it is. Alright. Let's go back to Unnhar and tell him what's going on. Out we go. And away. Back to Boarback. Follow. Switching a bit. You don't want to make the captain grumpy, but I feel that a hunter at point is more natural, and when if we're running, oh, no, okay, that is something you will pay for. I won't take it from a goblin. Yeah, there you have it. Don't mess with the dwarves. That's Let's see what Unnhar has to say now.
What is the meaning of this?
We've been burgled. That's outrageous. Okay. Well, okay, he's punishing the poor Wittar a bit, giving something to think about, but he wants us to check out something else.
Thorins beard, won't you give me even a moment?
Okay, the burglars have made their passage from the Silver Deep, so we have to examine the end. The Silver Deep. Yeah, we have to examine the Silver Deep. The burglars might have dug themselves in to the armory. Silver Deep, we're quite acquainted with that place since earlier, but I'm betting there will be a goblin or two now instead of the pests cleaned out earlier. So of course we like to get rid of the goblins. Alright, ready to rock. Into the mine again. Alright. So far no Dourhands. You know, I might have mentioned it before, but it feels like the petty dwarfs in the first age could have some blood relations to these evil Dourhands, like Mim, you know, the last petty dwarf. Oh, there's another one around the corner. Oh, interesting. My stun trap stunned the cave claw, but it didn't get angry by it. Interesting bug. Maybe useful. So Mim, the petty dwarf, the last one, is maybe a reminder of the first evil dwarfs. Maybe they're related in some way. They actually were the first beings to enter Beleriand across the Blue Mountains, before the elves and the other dwarfs. When the elves met them, they took them for animals and hunted them down, so the petty dwarfs actually hated elves. This is old, first age history. And Mim and his two sons lived at Amon-Rud when Turin and and Beleg and the outlaws came there. And they got Mim's one son killed and the other one killed later on when Mim betrayed them to Morgoth. So Amon-Rud was taken by the dark, and all the outlaws but Beleg and Turin and one more guy, Andir maybe it was killed. So the petty dwarves and the Dourhands, is there any blood relationship between them? At least one could think that it is like that. The petty dwarves though were smaller in stature and not as good crafter as the other dwarves, so the Dourhands seemed quite sturdy. Alright. Oh, ugly close up. Your mother isn't proud of you. Let's see now. I really like the stance, the look of my hunter shooting arrows. So we're cleaning out these silver mine caves quite quickly. I'm not using my captain, so maybe let him do it now. Okay. In, tanking. Hunter in the back, firing arrows when they got the aggro. It's a bit tricky dual boxing. You can't be as effective as when you're two players, but it's quite nice anyway. And look now, I'm gonna use my bow skills. My arrows gonna fly, just to show you how cool it could look. Awesome. Nice, huh? Look at that close up. Yep, okay. Captain Nirgrim asks he wants the slow-mo too. Now when I let Nirgrim have it, Nirgrim wants one too, of course. They're like children, the boys. Time for the Cappy to get the slow-mo. Looks quite cool with his two-handed axe too, so he kind of deserves it. And action. Boom. Boom. Yep. Always the heal. When you have a defeat, that's called the defeat response when you use the rallying cry. Oh, a dead Dourhand. So this is, of course, the answer. The Dourhands. It's a Dourhand sword hilt. They are behind looting the treasury. Alright, back to Unnhar. Tell me about the evil-spirited, maybe petty dwarf-related Dourhands. See what he wants us to do next. Mystery unravels. We're still not in the first book, but we'll get there quite soon. Okay, a couple of crappy shoulder guards, but not as crappy as not wearing one at all, like Nirgrim. He's got no shoulder guards at all. So at least that will do for now. And level. That's nice. So we should show the Dourhand sword hilt to Dvalin. Dvalin's bad day. Doesn't sound like he will be too happy about it. Okay. What did I do to deserve this? I ask you. The guard captain is not a happy man.
Will you stop and hear my accursed
Oh,
tale?
and level. Couple of new skills. Routing cry. Yeah, I got the focus skill with my hunter. And now the routing cry. And like a speed buff, maybe? Was it that? Yeah, make haste. Yeah, the whole fellowship gets a speed buff. I'm still waiting for my hunter to get that pathing thing where you run faster out of combat. So Unnhar's pauldrons. Yeah. In these early levels, the gear doesn't matter that much, but you could find something nice to wear as a cosmetic. I found one of the nicest capes, like a random loot thing. So now look at the axes from the watchers near the throne. This is a nice animation. Whew. Exactly.
Greetings.
Okay. We will discover where they have taken the stolen gold, Nirgrim, and then we will deal with them. I swear this by Durin's beard. Of course we will.
Come, stay a moment.
So, now they will learn us to use the stable masters in the game. And Wheelie is at the west of Thorins court. The wisdom of the thrushes. Some of the dwarfs' thrushes might have seen something when the dwarfs took the gold, the Dourhands. So we have Nos Grimsong, the one we started with the first day of the epic. He can talk to the thrushes and he will tell us if they have seen something or anything. Okay. You can see that the ring is by the stable master, so that's where we're going. Thorins court. Alright.
Well met.
Yeah. When you get there, be sure to look for Hrothgar. I expect he have some tasks for you. Okay, so Hrothgar in Noglon, that's the one we should talk to. We are actually
Greetings.
closing in. It's been quite a long episode today, but that's because of, I won't blame the dwarves. They had a bit of thing to do with it, a little bit to do with it, since they were overexcited about Thorins Hall Inn,
Well met.
and they had their exercise and they couldn't keep the appointment that we had set. But we also have gone through a bit of the trees and the virtues and the deeds, so that is done for the ones of you that haven't got the clue about that. Now we will travel to Noglon, find this Hrothgar fellow, and in the continuing episode we shall talk to Nos Grimsong and see if the thrushes have told him or seen something concerning this stolen treasure. And now that we know, when we know that the Dourhands are behind it all, as we could suspect, of course, we shall find the thieves and let them befriend our sharp axes, I believe. But now we're reaching the end of a rather long episode. Just quick talk to the NPC here. You can see the golden ring is a bit shinier when it's an
What do
epic
you
quest.
need?
Yeah, find Nos Grimsong, the thrush stones, the road north back to Thorins Hall, and sharply to the west. We should find him there. Old Nos Grimsong. Well, that will be all for today. Thank you all, and take care. See you next time.